A lot of people have been asking me, like, you work yourself, so much, and you don't charge anything. I'm like, okay, I may charge before, like maybe in the future, but now this is what I want to do. Like, I want to help students like for free during this application period, the next application period. Because that was my goal. If I'm getting into business, then it's business. But for now, it's not business. So, it plays a huge role. Like, it has this negative effect on you. But if you know that you're a creep, and then someone say, "Oh, you like this," you just know that the person is just playing around. And a lot of us have been played at like that. And that's why I didn't get, like, for me, it didn't get into my mind, didn't weigh me down, because I know, oh, I'm capable of this thing. They are just talking their own, they're just saying this, they're just so try to learn the language and try to connect with people. For the immigrants that are, because I know there are a lot that are tired because they came here, they studied, and now there's no job, and they're like, okay, I'm done with this. I just want to say that you can start from somewhere. Two days after I was called and I was given a new position. So the thing is, I'm advising us there, my fellow brothers and sisters, that it's not all about your degree. It's not all about, okay, I have PhD, I can't really start from somewhere. I have masters, I can't start from somewhere. I've done this. It's all about you looking at yourself and identifying your potential, what you really love to do, what you're good at. It doesn't matter if you start from somewhere small, like you're going up there. And if you start from somewhere small and you have a huge impact there, I think it makes a lot of sense.
So very much welcome to my channel, and also great that you accepted this invitation. I have seen that you are running a wonderful content for education in YouTube, and I think this is a very important one for the people who are looking forward to study in Finland. And I think it's a content that you don't see quite often. So maybe tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, and how come you ended up into this wonderful cold country.
I think I'm just smiling because there's so much about myself, but I'll try to sum it up so I don't get to spend maybe 30 minutes talking about myself. I do a lot of things. Professional wise, I'm a certified teacher in Finland. I am from Cameroon. I moved to Finland in 2014 to pursue my master's studies at the University of Vasa, and also to be with my husband, who was already here. I have 2 kids. Presently, I am working with International School of Helsinki. So, and then I'm also a YouTuber. So I'm just into so much when it comes to education, but my main job now, like my main employer now, it's International School of Helsinki. And then I do the YouTube channel on studying in Finland. It's kind of like my passion. So I think that's all about me.
Yes, that's right. And so you arrived here from Cameroon. How long have you been so far?
It's like 7 years.
It's a good amount of years. Yes, it has been very challenging for many international people to figure out a job position in Finland, but you were able to get a job at the International School of Helsinki.
After a hustle.
Can you tell us a little bit about the hustle? I think this is...
I think it was quite challenging for me, like to get a job, but it wasn't challenging for me to kind of like figure out like what I would like to do, because when I was moving to Finland, I wanted to do something. I wanted to work with NGOs. I wanted to work with maybe the Refugee Council and stuff like that, because I was studying intercultural studies. So I was more into the immigration stuff. I did my thesis on why Kenyan immigrant mothers try to maintain Swahili as heritage language here in Finland. So I was so into immigration, intercultural stuff, of which I'm still into it. But while I was studying in Vasa, I realized that my lecturers, my classmates were like talking about this aspect, this teaching aspect in me, because whenever I give a presentation in class, everyone is like, "Oh, Tabi, are you a teacher? The way you explain things, like we get it so well. We think you should pursue this teaching." But prior to my coming to Finland, I was teaching in Cameroon, in high school. So, but it wasn't still like what I really wanted to do. So when I realized that a lot of people were talking about, oh, when the lecturer explained this thing, I don't get it. But when you explain it, I get it so well. I think you should get to look at this thing really a little bit deep. Yeah, so after my master's thesis, I wanted to teach in Finland, but I didn't really have enough information. So information is key. I wasn't doing a lot of networking when I moved to Helsinki. So I didn't know like how to go about the teacher certification stuff. So thank God, when I was doing my internship at AFIS, it's an NGO. When I was working there, I was given a lot of responsibilities, which was beneficial to me, I would say, because why giving all these public talks, lectures, and having these discussions about working life and stuff like that. I met this lady from Helsinki Business College, and she kind of like loved the way I was presenting and stuff like that. Then we connected. So after my graduation, she was like, "Okay, Tabi, would you like to do something with us?" So that was how I got my first position. Yeah. So that was how I got my first position. So the networking, yeah, I would say, is the key. So I was teaching there for like, I think 6 months. And then there was a lot of like, "Oh, you need to get the teacher qualification. You need to go and do this pedagogical studies and stuff like that." So after that, I decided to apply to Hagahelia. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. But while at Helsinki Business College, I got pregnant with my second child. So I was on maternity leave. And then Corona came, I think in 2020. So I got admitted. So I did this program with my 1-year-old then at home online. So graduated in May. Then I started applying. That was when like everything hit me. Like, okay, this is Finland. So now, because prior to May, I was not so frustrated, because I was like, "Oh, I'm not a certified teacher in Finland. So if you don't take me for this position, it's fine. It's understanding. I understand, But it's like when you have done everything, and then you're like, "Okay, I'm set," and then you start applying, and you're getting negative, negative. Like, so that was really challenging for me, because I was also thinking like, all right, maybe I should just go back to my becoming a communication coordinator or something like what I studied in my master's. And then I started applying, and there was like, no, because you don't have enough experience in that area. So then it hit me like I didn't want to stay home. and just not do anything. I during that period, there was this article about immigrant women staying home and just being home and getting Kela money and not doing anything serious. I was so pissed off with that. Like, I don't want to stay home. I just want to do something. And there was this lady who kind of like approached me about like the kid's sister was stuck in Dubai because she didn't get enough information about traveling to Finland. So she was scammed. And I was like, I have this information. I can talk about these things. I can help international students. I can connect with them. And then at the end of the day, I will not feel so down that I'm not contributing anything in like to Finland. I will not feel like, oh, I'm just sitting home. I'm like, okay, this is what I can do to, like, it's a two-way thing. I'm helping my brothers and my sisters in Africa, giving them information for free. And I'm also helping others from other parts of the world. And I'm also kind of like portraying this amazing Finnish education system. So I'm doing something great. So that was how I started my YouTube channel. Yeah. So that's my journey.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
It's a journey that any person from abroad will go through in this country. And I think what you have said in here, it's very important, networking and not stopping.
Yeah.
I can imagine, how did you feel when you see the article? Because I hate to say, but many times anything written on immigrants is written to a specific magnitude that can go to your heart. And when you look around in the local community, there are worse things than that, or worse kind of people who utilizes state funds than what the immigrants, for example, communities are. Of course, I don't generalize here, but still, that's the reality. And the pain is much more than the gain. And in that sense, there is no any line which will say that, oh, because you're staying at home, you could actually come here and get work, and so, and this is something that I think the international community has to start looking into, and possibly start to push the solutions forward on the way the media is presenting these things. But then, of course, that was a challenge that gets you wake up.
Yeah.
And the YouTube came up.
Yeah, like a YouTube came out from there. I was always talking about it because, like, that's not like, that's, I don't know, but I think that's not who we are. I grew up in Africa. My mom was not sitting at home, so like, it's like you're painting this narrative that it's not true. We don't sit at home. And since I came to Finland, I've never been home. When I had my first child, I was still in the university, like pursuing my master's. And I remember taking her to school when she was like 8 months to write my maturity test. And my supervisor had to be with her, for me to take that test. And I graduated when she was 8 months old. And then I have my second daughter. And then with her, I am still studying, I'm still doing things. And then I see this article talking about us just sitting home. Like, I've never sat home in my entire time in Finland. So why all this? And so that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a challenge. And of course, you can imagine going to school with your little one. That's already a struggle on its own.
Yeah.
What's your channel name if people would like to search and find?
Yeah, like I said, like I started in June, so there's a lot of like, okay, because I was just doing this thing to give information. I didn't care about the branding and stuff like that. So now I'm trying to think about it. It's still my name, Tabi Emilia, if people want to search me. For now, it's Tabi Emilia, but I have like a name with a Facebook group. Because now I have a Facebook group too, because I realized that when I do videos on Sundays, like people don't really, like there are still a lot of information that people want to get, and they don't, like you cannot answer these questions through email. You can talk to them one-on-one online and stuff like that. So I decided to create a Facebook page. It's called Emiedu Consulting. Yeah. Yeah, I just came up with something. Yeah, yes. So Emilia's education consulting. So I just came up with Emiedu Consulting. So with time, I'm going to change my YouTube channel, the name of my YouTube channel, to Emiedu Consulting.
Wonderful. Yeah. I think it's great. Everything goes step by step.
Yeah, that's it.
If you didn't start with Tabi Emilia, then you wouldn't have thought about this one.
Yeah.
So, and of course, at the end of the day, when you impact only one person, your work is accomplished, and this is what you're looking forward to do. I think Tabi Emilia is already a brand. Because people relate with what they see. And, someday they will say, "Oh, don't you know about Tabi Emilia?" And people start to relate in that sense. And I've seen a lot of these people's names, institutions as well, really prospering somehow. But of course, at the end of the day, when you want to do much more impact, then it's great that you have a brand.
Brand name. Yeah, that's true.
What keeps you going in life? What keeps you not stopping? You have been running around trying and getting things happen.
Yeah, to me, there are two things: my passion and my love for humanity. Like I love helping people. I love reaching out and giving listening ear, and also trying to do the little I can to help. I think that's my focus. Like passion before money. A lot of people have been asking me, like, you work yourself, so much, and you don't charge anything. I'm like, okay, I may charge before, like maybe in the future, but now this is what I want to do. Like I want to help students like for free during this application period, the next application period. Because that was my goal. If I'm getting into business, then it's business. But for now, it's not business. So it's not like, oh, I started this thing with the goal of helping potential international students. And then I see that, oh, I'm getting a lot of subscribers. People are asking me questions. Students are coming to me. Then I'm like, oh, all right. So now I am going to, charge because I have people. So to me, it doesn't work like that. So it's passion before money. So this is what I'm doing. It's my passion. I love talking about education. I love anything that has to do with diversity, like students coming from different parts of the world, interacting with students from different parts of the world. That's what I love. So that's what keeps me going. The truth is, if I was doing something else on my YouTube channel, I'm not sure I'll be consistent. I'm certain that there is no way I'll be consistent, but it's because I'm always onto different university websites, just wanting to know what's going on with the education system in Finland. So that comes naturally that, okay, I'm checking this and then I stumble on this. I'm like, oh, I think this information will be beneficial to students. Or I kind of like look at myself when I was an international student. I'm like, oh, I wish I knew this thing. I wish. And I'm like, okay, since I didn't get a chance to get this information, then I can give this to others. So yeah, that's what keeps me going.
Definitely. Yes. I think that's a very good motto, that you have passion before money.
Yeah.
Because many times when you put money in anything, then you are starting to somehow be controlled by money.
Yeah.
And of course, money is good and it's important. But as you said, it's very important that money comes when the package is complete.
Yeah.
And sometimes this money is going to be brought by itself. You never know. Things happen in that way nowadays in the social media, for example.
Of course. Imagine like you help us like just one student, get through their mission and everything, and then the student comes to Finland and starts singing your song, like, wow, this person helped me, this person helped me. And then from there you start getting a lot of people coming because they've seen the proof that what you're doing is really great from that person. So but when you start with one and then everyone runs away, and then you don't have anyone to impact. Yeah,
exactly. And I think that's also what I believe. It's very difficult for people to believe and work like that. But many times when I started to do something and these things have brought money later on, and I'm surprised, oh, there is money coming. Exactly. How possible this is happening? But it's because we do it with passion, and also how important it is for the community, as you experienced it by yourself as well. What would you like to tell the diasporas who are looking at you or watching you at this time, and maybe they don't know what to do?
Okay. All right. For international students that are new here, I would say they should learn the Finnish language. Something I didn't do. That's something I didn't take seriously. I didn't take serious. So if you can learn the language, it will be good. So that when you're applying for jobs and they say, oh, your Finnish language is not good, you will not feel guilty like, oh, I didn't put an effort in this. It's good to be equipped and then someone tells you are not. But if you are not equipped and then someone tells you are not, it plays a huge role, like it has this negative effect on you. But if you know that you're equipped and then someone say, oh, you like this, you just know that the person is just playing around. And a lot of us have been played like that. And that's why I didn't get, like, for me, it didn't get into my mind, didn't weigh me down, because I know, oh, I'm capable of this thing. They are just talking their own, they're just saying this, they're just so. Try to learn the language and try to connect with people, that share the same passion with you. So, for example, if you're studying business, try to look at those that have passed through your programs, those that are already working in different companies, and connect with them on LinkedIn or different other platforms. Attend events that relate with your field and your career goals. So these things are very important. For the immigrants that are, because I know there are lots that are tired because they came here, they studied, and now there's no job, and they're like, okay, I'm done with this. I just want to say that you can start from somewhere. For example, I am a qualified teacher or lecturer to teach in University of Applied Sciences or vocational schools. I focused on that for quite a while. I didn't get in, and there was this mentor program that I attended, and I met this lady from University of Helsinki who told me, like, Tabi, you have a lot of potentials. I love your passion for students and stuff like that. But the way Finland is, they may not really want to take you because they think that you don't have like so much experience in different educational aspects or stuff like that. I didn't really get what she was really trying to say, but she was like, oh, my kids attend this school, International School of Helsinki, and it's an amazing school. I think you can start from there. Deep inside of me, I was like, I can't go to secondary school. I am for this, but at one point I'm like, it's all about me doing what I love. Since I've connected with some of these people from University of Applied Sciences, and it's been like crazy with them, and I love to work where I am being, I'm like the employer counts me as an asset, like, oh, this is Tabi. Oh, we are happy to have you. And then I show them the potential that I have. I apply it to them, and then we grow together. That's what I love. I don't want to go to work feeling like, oh, these people just pity me to give me this position, so I should maintain. No. So International School of Helsinki really made me like, I was like, wow. Because I applied for a program, I applied for a role, and then I wasn't accepted, but they were like, wow, Tabi, we love you. We want to keep you. Do you want to become as one of our substitute teachers? And to me, I'm like, what? You know, being a substitute teacher is not my thing. I'm far past this stage, but I didn't let pride overtake me, you know. So I was like, yes. And then I started teaching as a substitute teacher, and two days after, I was called and I was given a new position. So the thing is, I'm advising us there, my fellow brothers and sisters, that it's not all about your degree. It's not all about, okay, I have PhD, I can't really start from somewhere. I have masters, I can't start from somewhere. I've done this. It's all about you looking at yourself and identifying your potential, what you really love to do, what you're good at. It doesn't matter if you start from somewhere small, like you're going up there. And if you start from somewhere small and you have a huge impact there, I think it makes a lot of sense. Like, I'm so excited that I'm working in International School of Helsinki, because like the way they treat me, I never got that type of treatment from any other, you know, school. So start from somewhere. Don't give up. Don't say I'm gonna do cleaning, I'm gonna settle here, because that's I still make money. Job satisfaction is really good. It's good when you're doing something that you love. You go to work smiling, happy, and then the money comes later. To me, money is the last thing. So don't give up. You can still keep pushing, connect with people, network with people. Don't say, oh, I'm going to spend my 1 hour here. What am I doing? So you can imagine, like, I think we met in one event. I don't even know what I was doing in that event. I just saw it. Seriously, I just saw it and I was like, oh, they're talking about like international students, and I'm so interested. I want to help them. So I went there and I was like just sending this information. And I remember that I was so tired, because like the questions were just coming. I was just giving information there for free. And that was how we met. So that's it. Like, attend all these events. Just give what you know you have. Don't look at, oh, are they paying me or not? That's my advice. Yeah.
There are many people who don't know the value of offering your free time to whatever, volunteering or something.
Yeah.
It's a reason why I'm working in this country today. My Finnish is not that perfect. I'm trying my best, but there is this aspect of seeing an opportunity. Usually it's unpaid, then you feel like, oh, you know. But taking that one opportunity can open so many doors. It can be in a place where you are doing the activity, but it's also a possibility somewhere else. And I think this is not only in Finland. I think it's the world phenomenon, and especially when you are a foreigner, and I have to say that also when you're an African foreigner somewhere, the first eye to you is like, okay, oh, you are very good, but that very good comes with, oh, but you are from Africa. Oh my, can I trust you?
Exactly.
You know? So by being there for free, you showcase that, okay, I am from Africa. My blood and everything is the same as anyone else here around. And this is what I can do.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that we usually do things really well, and sometimes even more, with more results than anyone. So any boss who will see that will want to keep you.
That's true.
And this is something that I think most of the diasporas, not only African diasporas, but anyone who selects what they want to do in a certain country or place should know that. Look at what is available, what is happening, where. Are you a student at the university? I have advised a few university students, oh, Conrad, we cannot get jobs here. It's so difficult and our Finnish is so bad. Then I say that, okay, when a baby was born, they didn't work on the same day. So maybe your Finnish is like a baby, but you are in the university at the moment. What is happening in your university? Are there projects happening or something like that? Oh yeah, I will check, but I don't know where to check. Then I said, go to your tutor teacher and ask what type of projects are here.
Yeah.
Then several went. They are now working full-time in companies here in Finland because they were doing this voluntary work. Yes, you need money. Someone can say, oh yeah, but where can we get money to live? There is day and night. Most of these things are happening during the day, and you can go to work at night.
Exactly. That was the same thing with it just reminds me of my husband. While he was at he studied at University of UN, so he did his first master's there and then moved to Helsinki. He did his second master's at University of Helsinki in forestry. So while he was there, like he he acquired like work experience even before graduating, because I remember him going to Burkina Faso for a project. He worked there for 3 months. He went to Thailand, Laos, like all these places while he was still a student. And then he was doing this post-it thing at night and going to school. And I remember like we had a lot of people were like making fun, like, you guys, you study a lot. What's it with this, But when after he studied his studies, like he started applying for jobs, and his experience abroad was what landed him this job, because they saw that, oh, he has been to this place, he has been working in this place, because where he works now, they are into this. He works there as a forest expert, and so they do a lot of out of or going to the field and stuff like that out of Finland. So they saw that, okay, this is someone who has been to different places, working like in different countries. So this experience kind of like helped him. And he started also it's like our stories are almost similar, because he started with this small role and then he started pushing, and then he got now his role as a forest expert and then got a permanent contract with them. So also that was one thing that encouraged me when I was struggling, because I saw how he was so humble. He was doing his things like one after the other and stuff like that. And though I will complain like Finland, oh, it's so difficult, but I couldn't say it's impossible, because I have someone at home that is he's doing his dream job and he's okay in Finland, So I think connecting with such people too is something that we especially Africans, we don't want to, because I was like, I think the early this month, he was invited for a panel discussion at the University of Helsinki to talk to international students about job search and stuff like that. But I think there are a lot of Africans who are struggling, but we don't sit like Africans to say, hey, I can see you're successful in this area. Can you really tell me what to do? We are so proud that we don't want to kind of like sit and say, okay, can you really tell me more about it? But I know that in Finland, people always, even after your university, when they see that, oh, there's an alumni that is really doing well, they call you to come talk to the student, because they know that there is something that, these students will actually pick from your journey. So as that, we really need to have a platform where we'll be talking more about how we can, manage some of these challenges as Africans living in Finland. Yeah.
Definitely. The African diaspora, I think it's very, very important. And of course, opening up to each other and see that we are here together and we can actually do this. Yeah. Some are, but some are not yet, and some are very shy. But this is something that it needs to be worked on, and we can do that. Next year, May 25th, is an Africa Day.
Oh, okay.
And thanks God, hopefully there is no COVID anymore. This year I have made the Africa Day, but it was online. It was a very successful event.
Okay. Okay, nice.
It was
I think I attended one once in 2015.
Yeah, so the theme for this year was the Inspiring Africa. So we discussed about different possibilities and types of developments that people of Africa and the world have for Africa. But next year, the Inspire Africa Day is going to have a theme which is called Diaspora Inspirations.
Okay.
I am very happy if you can accept to be one of the people to take the in the organization team, because I think you have a lot of qualities that need to be addressed to the African people and the friends of Africa, and those people who are interested to join studies here in Finland, or to develop professionally here in Finland, or even those who are already here, how to make our lives better. And the plan was to have a 3-day event with a wonderful red carpet gala on Friday of that week. So I'm trying my best now to get the Finlandia Hall.
That's true.
Seriously, I'm trying my best to get the. Why not? We are speaking about the possibilities. If not Finlandia Hall, then we get a Mesukeskus, where we can put a diaspora dinner there, just to showcase that the diaspora are inspiring and are able to do things. This is really, really, really important, and I hope from there can be many other developments and so forth. But this was very good to hear. It's just a tip of the iceberg, I believe, from what you're doing. But I would like to ask everybody who is watching here to go and follow Tabi Emilia in YouTube. And was it Tabi Edu Consult? Edu Consult. Yes. But Facebook will put all the details down here so people can see. To subscribe and to follow, and to especially Africa diasporas to give hands to the African work, and also comment and share and give us more ideas on how to develop the content that will suit the diaspora work as well. And of course, you can subscribe as well to Inspire Network too. So we continue to bring inspirations, and we really welcome anyone who is interested to share the inspiring story here, because any story is inspiring. You don't have to be a superstar to be inspiring to people. Anyone who has something is inspiring, at least to my understanding and my belief as well. Yes. Thanks a lot. This was very very insightful, and I believe someone out there have seen Tabi who didn't sit at home with 2 kids, went to school with a child, but yet managed to find a path for herself. I think this is the key for this discussion. Do you have anything else that you would like to close with?
I just want to say thank you for inviting me. What you're doing is amazing. I didn't know that someone out there is doing something like this to inspire the diaspora, African diaspora community. So I think this is great, and do subscribe to the channel. It is quite educative, and also it's helpful for a lot of Africans that are still trying to find their way here in Finland or feeling discouraged. So don't be discouraged. There's something out there for you. Thank you.
Definitely.